Hi guys, welcome to another episode. Actually, first off, my bad. Good morning. Where's my manners at? First off, good morning. I'm welcome to another episode of Clangin and Bangin with Mikey, episode 78. And bro, have you guys been watching the NBA Finals? Draymond Green is getting dragged, and it's like kind of really can't blame the guy because it's like all the hate that he's receiving because he's doing all that talking in what game three he scored what 2 points in 34 minutes. And at one point in the time in game four, he had more fouls and points. So I don't know, man. It's like the hate that he's kind of getting is like, I gotta agree with that because he's like talking all this shit, bro. But today's topic, man, is um making time for folk that make time for you, man. And that could be friends, family, whatever it is. Believe it or not, it's like a lot of the times we want to make time for people who don't want to make time for us. And what I mean by that is that they will like to have access to you, just just in case their main plans don't come to fruition. Or they like to have a backup plan, but every time you want to kick it with them, every time you want to spend time with them, it's an excuse or it's whatever it is, right? And take note of that, man. Take note of that and keep it moving. Take note of that and understand that they're not a bad person, but for whatever reason, they don't view you the same way that you view them, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be a situation like that. Just recognize the signs and keep it moving. Because you never want to be that dude who, and when I say dude, I mean gender neutral. You never want to be that person. But I'm always making time for you, and you never want to spend time with me. Yada yada yada. Whoop the whoop. I'm like, take the hint. If that person doesn't want to spend more than one day with you or whatever it is, then yeah. I recently was informed about a situation from this other individual. And they was telling me all this stuff, yada yada yada. I'm like, Ma, you on a schedule and you don't even realize it. And they were like, what? Like, yeah. Um, there's only a certain there's only a certain time frame that this person's willing to see you, and it's at night and yada yada. It's not even during the time when when he's free and whatnot. So it's like you're on a schedule. Like he gave you the bare minimum and you gave him the max, and it's like you complaining about that, but it's like you're the one who allowed it to happen. So a lot of the times, man, it's like you may want it real bad, but and I'm not saying that men don't do this too, because we do it too. We ignore the red flags because we want somebody else. We want somebody around us. So we end up ignoring all the red flags and everything too because I don't know if we're lonely or whatever it is, but we just want somebody around, and it's like then we end up dealing with immature behavior and lukewarm receptions, and it's like on the time for that, man. Go go be celebrated with people who want to see you celebrated, man. And that's what it is, bro. You don't want to sit there and like make time for an individual who does want to make time for you, because it's draining, you know. Because nowadays everybody posts everything on social, for the most part, and when you see people doing shit that they rather do versus the shit that you want, you know that you asking them to do, and it doesn't involve you, just take your ball and go home. Don't get upset, don't get mad. But realize that this other person, for whatever reason, they're not feeling you the same way that you feeling them, and that's fine. That's great. That's one less person to worry about. And it may suck for you to do this, but cut off all communication. If they don't wanna get to know you, or if they don't wanna understand you, whatever it is, reward them with with letting them become a stranger with you. Um, I was in a situation, earlier this year, and I told this individual like, "Hey, look, the door's closed," but then she goes, well, like, is it locked? And I said, well, that's up to you. Um, that's up to you and how you want to move in the situation, and your actions are going to influence my reactions. And she, you know, did what she did, and I had to walk away from it because it just wasn't conducive to me. It wasn't a friendship or relationship that was gonna be fruitful. So anyway, man, this is about 6 minutes of y'all's life that you won't ever get back. Hope y'all keeping the 4 piece, private player, positive pushing. I'll see y'all next week. Love y'all, ghosts, and never be afraid to reinvent yourself and walk your own path and just make it do what it do, because a lot of the times people will talk you out of shit that they can't see themselves doing. So don't listen to them. All you need to know is that what you're doing is that you deserve better. And in order to, to get better, you got to do better. In order to do better, you got to become better. So do better, become better, be better. Goes.